Number 10, arrangements for mowing. The Vice Chair has suggested that the parish caretaker should take on mowing the village green while no one else is doing it, but that the council should make it clear that it is not accepting responsibility for the task. So I'll throw that open to discussion.
There, I gather that there was some upset because there was planters put on the village green. That is why apparently John made his job harder, and it all sort of reached a bit of a stalemate. I had a word with John, and he was happy for Annie to do it. This is John Cockrell, sorry. And he was happy for Annie to do it, and even offered to help her if she needed help. I got Annie to time herself the other day. Now, admittedly, she did say it was quite overgrown and took a bit of a battle to do after winter. So she was saying, obviously, the more regularly she does, the better it gets. And she said, oh, the other day it took her 2 hours. But she's hoping that as she gets on top of the winter growth, she should be able to actually skim that right back down. Something had to, I mean, it needed cutting by somebody. But I didn't, when I set Annie on, as I said to you, Chair, that it was purely because I've been asked by several people who's going to cut it, when's going to get cut. So, right, fine, Annie can go and get done for Easter. And then actually looks like it's getting, kept.
Yeah.
But I was wary, I didn't want to get the parish council drawn into, right, it's your responsibility, i.e. the likes of the sycamore tree. Branches for, oh, well, it's the parish council, they're doing the grass, it's their responsibility. There are areas here that we do need to, as a parish council, just look into and consider. And that's why I wanted it quite clear that we were purely doing it out of the, our contribution, the parish caretaker's contribution to the village to get the grass cut until possibly an alternative solution is found.
We did look into this, didn't we, a couple of years ago, because we said if that sycamore tree became dangerous, then somebody had to take responsibility for it.
It's not responsible.
It is. This is why I wanted it
But we did discuss it.
Yes, we did.
We looked into it. Was it the estate? Was it this and that and the other? And we couldn't. We didn't reach a conclusion, did we?
But sorry, please, I just use that as an example.
But that's important.
There's chains, there's posts, there's a lot of other legal aspects. I use that purely as an example of Annie mowing it. Is not yes, it's just that. It is not us, therefore, taking on responsibility, and I just use that as an example, not to come up with a discussion.
We still have to face the fact that that tree might have some branches.
The agenda item tonight is cutting arrangement for mowing the grass.
Right.
So can we please stay with that? So can I have thoughts? Any objections to Annie cutting this grass?
Yeah, no. It's not parish council's responsibility, It was doing for 50 years by the local estate, and suddenly it just gets stopped overnight. And I said, well, we should take over that, like you said, do it at the moment.
Henry's not suggesting we don't take it over.
Yeah, I know.
Henry's suggesting that it's our contribution.
I know what happens. We'll take over and nothing will ever get resolved.
That is a potentially
Exactly.
a problem, and I agree with you.
Nothing's spoiling the social security as it is. I just want to maybe jump a chickens there, that's all.
John?
I think you need to read the research that Mr. Ziegler's carried out on which seems to point out that A, that it is registered, well, I think everybody knows that it's registered village green, that B, that it belongs to the Crown Commissioners rather than the estate, which is in the same category as the beach. Technically it belongs to the Crown, but anybody's allowed to go on it. So the point really is that as far as there is nobody who has a responsibility to mow it, and so it's really a question of if we as a community think that it's desirable to have a tidy green, then I'm afraid we're going to have to get out things out and do something about it.
I've read the thing, and there's no written email, I could have wrote an email and said the same thing. You know, we need documentation saying, you know, stamped by whoever, saying that it is what it is.
Why do we need to know?
We don't need to know who.
No, that's not the discussion at the table. The discussion is that the agenda item is arrangements for mowing, nothing else. So arrangements for mowing. I want to know if this council accepts it. Is it acceptable for Annie to cut the grass? The recommendation is that we make it very clear that it is not accepting responsibility for this task. And review the situation in 3 months, 6 months. Agendarise it again. One of us would say 6 months.
Well, I think 6 months would see us through to the end of the cutting season. So at least the village green is getting kept throughout the summer tidy, rather than becoming redundant.
So that just leaves 6 hours.
Can I just add that if John Cocker has offered to help Annie, that we thank him for that. If that is not his remit to do so, then we ought to thank him. And also thank him for doing it in the past, if that's not been his.
I think we should take one from them for a little.
Yeah.
That would be nonsense.
Should have the time,
Yeah.
you know, they might get to stage
That's
saying,
understandable.
I'll take it back on. You never know.
Some jobs, people do them year after year after year, and they're absolutely, nobody thanks them. They get no thanks for doing anything, do they? You sometimes look very courtesy, goes along.
Plus the other point is how much longer would John have kept doing it anyway, because you know, he's not getting any younger. So that was something that he was glad to give up.
I think that's true. I think sooner or later this
This
would have
gone forever.
come up that it needed somebody. I mean, it's not dissimilar with the churchyard, you know, with the cutting of grass there, and that has become a big task to find somebody to take the role on, because nobody really enjoys.
Well, we have a green up the east side, and we just get on and get it cut.
John just took it on, you know. Everybody in Rosedale, in the village, got the lawnmowers out, it could take about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're not asking Annie to come up and cut this grass.
But for the duration, for the foreseeable future, this council's happy for Annie to continue.
And we'll review it in 6
And
months.
we'll review it
Yeah.
and see how it's worked, time-wise, how much time it has taken.
Yeah, because it would be holding on for all of the money that we've got for the village caretaker to be taken up by just doing the village green.
This is why I
It
wanted,
is that it's for the Dale, so there are other areas. However, I do believe that she should cut it, but I think that we've got to be careful.
but she does know, Annie does know, this is why she is keeping the track when she does that.
Yeah.
Obviously, she keeps track of all the jobs,
Oh, she
but this one specifically, so she can just watch how long it is taking and you can then balance cost it out and see if it works at the end.
Yeah.
It's a close time.
Well, good luck, a letter of thanks to John, it might take memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't believe Annie should be cutting the grass. You know, as the village caretaker, and she has been, I've seen her the length and breadth of the village, cleaning up, doing a grand job. Yeah.
Right, it's accepted then.
Yes, it is accepted. Any objections? There was one objection.
Right. And on to get in touch with John Cocker, we'd like to say thank you.
Yeah.
Take what is offered,
Yeah.
so she'll liaise with
That would be lovely.
everyone.
Yeah.
It might cut it down to an hour, you say, with John's help. That would help. Yeah, please. Well, Neil's put that in, so you won't take that out. Number 11 is litter.